Then from here there will be second branch. Which was this branch? I told you. This was first branch. Ganglionic branches are the first. Second branch will be, the second branch from this now will be from here. If we just pass upwards, it will divide into two. We show that this now will divide into two branches. So the name of this now will be, let us name this now as number 2, zygomatic now. This zygomatic now will pass through the inferior orbital fissure. Remember, it will pass through inferior orbital fissure, and then it will divide into two branches, zygomaticofacial and zygomaticotemporal. So zygomaticofacial, this will be zygomaticofacial branch. It will pass through zygomaticofacial foramen present on the surface of zygomatic bone, and it will supply the skin and the subcutaneous tissue of the cheek. Then zygomaticotemporal. This zygomaticotemporal branch will pass through zygomaticotemporal foramen, and then it will supply, what structure it will supply? It will pierce directly the temporalis fascia and supply the area of temporal region, subcutaneous tissue of temporal region. Zygomaticotemporal branch passing through zygomaticotemporal foramen, and zygomaticofacial passing through zygomaticofacial foramen. Both are branches of zygomatic. Second branch of maxillary nerve in pterygopalatine fossa. And the third branch of maxillary nerve in pterygopalatine fossa will be known as posterior superior alveolar nerve. So we just give this direction in this way, and we name it as posterior superior alveolar nerve. Very important. Now this posterior superior alveolar nerve will supply, it will give branches to the maxillary sinus, as well as dental branches it will supply in the form of superior dental plexus. So here it will give branches to maxillary sinus, and it will give superior dental plexus. This superior dental plexus will supply what structures? It will supply posterior superior alveolar nerve. So it will supply the molar tooth or the molar teeth. These molar teeth will be situated in the upper part, upper jaw. So therefore posterior superior alveolar nerve will supply the maxillary sinus as well as the superior dental plexus, which supplies to molar teeth. These are the three branches, ganglionic branches, as we have divided this into four. Then the zygomatic branch number 2 and number 3, posterior superior alveolar nerve. Here we will write it as number 3, maxillary nerve in pterygopalatine fossa. Now the maxillary nerve will pass through, once again, this nerve will pass, we will show that it will pass through the inferior orbital fissure. So it has to pass through, let me draw here one fissure, and this will be inferior orbital fissure. It will pass through inferior orbital fissure. As it passes through inferior orbital fissure, it will enter the infraorbital canal. Infraorbital canal. Please mark the difference. Inferior orbital fissure, and this is infraorbital groove and infraorbital canal. So as it is present in the infraorbital canal, it will give two more branches, and those two branches will be, number 1, we will draw it like this, first branch, and the name of this branch will be middle superior alveolar nerve. This middle superior alveolar nerve will give branches to the superior dental plexus. Superior dental plexus, along with posterior superior alveolar nerve. So this middle superior alveolar nerve will give branches to superior dental plexus, where it will supply the premolar teeth. Note down, premolar teeth. And here it was the molar teeth. So middle superior alveolar nerve will supply premolar teeth. Then second branch. The second branch from maxillary nerve in infraorbital canal will be known as anterior superior alveolar nerve. Anterior superior alveolar nerve. Same way, superior dental plexus. Superior dental plexus. And it will supply, this superior dental plexus will supply incisors and canine. So incisor teeth and canine teeth will be supplied by anterior superior alveolar nerve. Remember, these are the upper incisors, canines, upper premolars and upper molars, because the lower portion will be supplied by mandibular, branch of mandibular nerve. These are the upper. So here the two branches. So here I'll give number 1 middle superior alveolar nerve, number 2 anterior superior alveolar branch. Both the branches of maxillary nerve in infraorbital canal. Now it passes outside through infraorbital foramen. This will be infraorbital foramen. So let me name this as infraorbital foramen. This is our infraorbital foramen. Through infraorbital foramen, norma frontalis, we know that, we have seen in the demonstration class. It will pass outside on the front of the face and divide into 3 branches. First branch will be, this will be known as palpebral branch. Lower eyelids, it will supply the lower eyelids, palpebral. This will be known as nasal branch. It will supply the ala of the nose, lateral wall of the nose, ala of the nose. And this will be known as the superior labial branch. It will supply upper lip. So therefore, through palpebral, nasal and labial branches, the entire maxillary nerve, after exiting through infraorbital foramen, will terminate. So therefore, this here is the entire course of maxillary nerve and its branches. Please note the branches. From the first segment, there will be one branch, meningeal branch. That is in the intracranial fossa, middle cranial fossa. From the second, when it is in pterygopalatine fossa, 3 branches, ganglionic, zygomatic and posterior superior alveolar nerve. When it passes in infraorbital canal, it will have 2 more branches, middle superior alveolar and anterior superior alveolar nerve. And when it exits out of the infraorbital foramen, it will have 3 branches, palpebral, nasal and labial branches. Now, one thing we need to note here is anterior superior alveolar nerve here, as it gives dental branches, it will also give nasal branch. From anterior superior alveolar nerve, there will be one more branch which is nasal. And this nasal branch will supply the lateral wall of the nose anteriorly. Anteriorly, it will supply the lateral wall of the nose. For that, we will just draw it here. We can draw here and we can name it as the nasal branch, where it will supply inferior meatus of the nose, nasal cavity, but anteriorly.